Hello friends, and welcome back to Love to Inspired Handmade with Christina. Today is June 5th of 2026, and I'm going to be showing you a double folded card, and it's a super simple. You're going to absolutely love it. This is how it is, and you just go up like this and then like that. Boom. So great. Now I have to say, this is my second time to do the video. I have had technical difficulties from my internet not letting me go live, to recording the video, to apparently I hit a button on my last video, if you've already seen it, and I am in slow motion. So yeah, that's not fun to try to watch. So here I am. I'm recreating so that you can get all of the things right here with me. All right, so let me turn the camera down real fast, and I'm going to show you how quick and how simple this fun little card is. Okay, so to start off, you're going to need, let me come this way so that you're closer. So to start off, you're going to need a piece of designer series paper at 2.5 by 2 3/4. You're going to need a basic white or some kind of neutral color like beige or whatever, depending on what paper you've picked, at 2.5 by 2 3/4. You're going to need another coordinating piece of cardstock that's 3 1/4 by 6, and you're scoring it at 3. Then we have a piece of designer series paper, and that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then at last, our base piece, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 5 1/2. Now I'm using petal pink here, along with my paper choice is Everyday Melody, or Melody Paper Melody. Oh my goodness. I don't remember right off that. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to bring the camera back down to you like this so that you can see just a little bit more of what I'm doing. So what you're going to do is you're going to take where your score line is, and you're going to cut your paper from the middle, or from the top of the score line, catty corner down to the bottom of this other piece. Okay, just like so. Then I'm going to set this to the side and get your designer paper that is 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to cut that in half as well. Now remember that whatever side that you're wanting to cut is at what angle you're going to want to do this. So in other words, if I want this side to show, then I need to cut my paper from this angle, okay? But if you're wanting the other side to show, then you will do it just the opposite way. So that's what we're going to do here. But I'm going to go ahead and put this in and just do corner to opposite corner. All right, and now let's move this out of the way, so then that way you can get started. I'm also using Fabulous Sayings, and I will be using the thank you and so much inside there, but I'll get those out in just a minute. So take your bone folder, and we're going to, I'm going to attempt to put this closer. Maybe I won't mess it up. There you go. All right. So I have my card base here, and I'm going to take my 2 little pieces here, and I want to attach those first. And then I'm going to go on just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to take this other piece, and I'm putting it in the top corner here. Oops, goodness. All right, now we're going to take this piece that is, and I'm using the gray granite piece of cardstock here to kind of coordinate my color. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold that in half, give it a good little press, and then I'm going to add my glue to the back, and then just kind of center it up right in the inside of the card, just like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and take my basic white piece, and we're going to go ahead and stamp on it. So let me get my Calypso Coral out, and then I'm going to get my stamp with, where'd it go? Okay, we want, I already put this stuff up, but I do appreciate you getting on and letting me know that things were not correct. I did start watching the video, and I seen, and it was, at first it started off correct. It was all good. And then all of a sudden I hit a button, and when I did, that sure threw it into slow motion. Okay, so here I'm stamping my so much, and then I'm going to set this to side just for a second so that we can attach this to the inside. Let me bring this back down for you. Add me just a little bit of glue. I like to stamp before I attach, because if I mess up, then I can always flip it over and try again. So then you just fold this flap down, and then you fold this one down, and now we'll want to build up on our card. I sometimes have to give it a little bit more press. I don't always press just tight enough on my score lines when I'm creating. So let me take the last piece, the 2 3/4 by 4, or 2 3/4 by 2 1/2, I apologize. And then I'm going to attach it to the front. Now I like to lay it flat, but do however you want. There's no wrong way to do this. Now I got my scallop because I've been working with the scallop blooms a lot lately, and so this little guy is left over from those pieces, which is perfect because it's the right kind of color. And I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back of this, okay, because this little guy right here needs a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to add that down, and now all I want to do is get me a scrap piece of white cardstock. Let me find me a piece of scrap here, and I'm going to stamp my thank you on. Just like so. Now I like to stamp and then punch. I don't always, but it does allow me to line my saying up into the shape that I'm punching out, so that's why I do it that way. I hope everyone has had a great week so far, and you're got fun little plans for this weekend. I know my husband and I are gonna go start looking for a house. We're house shopping. That's always fun, but yeah, I can't wait to find us something and get settled, because I have stuff everywhere and I miss some of my craft stuff because it's just not all with me. And it's always like that, right? Like, you have all this stuff and you don't want to use it until you don't have it with you and it's packed up. So yeah, but it's fine. I am able to create pretty things with what I have. So I added the little bowl with some of the linen twine. And I'm going to take just a few little embellishments to add to it, and then that is it. You have now created a double fold card that's so fun. Whoops. So I'm going to bring this back out and show you, because I have made a few of these today. I have that one, then we have that one, and that one. So there you go. Thanks for joining in, and I hope that you get to rewatch it now and you didn't miss too much. And I will be back next week on June 15th or 12th. Oh my goodness. Anyway, next Friday at 4 p.m. So I hope you join me and you enjoyed this tutorial, and y'all just keep creating.